Well, good morning, Maureen.
Good morning.
Maureen Brooker, correct?
That's correct.
Better known as Mo.
Yes.
Better known as Chef Mo.
Definitely. Definitely.
As far as I know, you are the first chef by that great title that has been on the Adrian Dominican campus.
As far as I know, that is true.
That
yes.
is true. So you're making history.
Yeah, as we speak.
And that chef job began when?
Well, it'll be 6 years in October I've been here.
Oh,
Yes.
that length of time.
It's
My,
just
my,
flown
my.
by, hasn't it?
Oh, how did you even hear about our desire for a chef?
Well, that's kind of a funny story. I had just recently moved back from Atlanta, and I was working in on Airport Highway, and I was working at it was an assisted living facility that catered to like those residents that had surgeries that needed to recuperate, and I was like their executive chef. I'd go to them daily, say, what would you like me to cook for you today? Wow. And it could range anywhere from 2 or 3 individuals to 5 or 6, 10 tops. So it was kind of a long day because it was kind of slow, and I wasn't used to that pace. So I had registered with Monster, who was an employment website when I moved back to town, and I had received an email that this place, Adrian Dominican Sisters, were looking for a chef, and I said, well, for giggles and laughs, let's just send them my resume. And Susan Kremsky called me and set up the interview, and you know, the rest is history.
Yes,
so
yes.
Here I am.
Did you even know what an Adrian Dominican sister was?
I had not. And I was born and raised in Monroe, and I still I've never been to Adrian up to that point. So it was a little surprising when I came and realized that there was this mother house and a university right next door, and so it was a little bit of a surprise.
And all these nuns who probably wanted to tell you what to do and what to cook.
Well, there were a few in the beginning, but as I talked with them during mealtime, you know, they told me what they liked, what they didn't like, what they'd like to see changed. So I listened and, you know, planned accordingly. And you know, as I wrote menus for the different cycles of the year, you know, I tried to incorporate some of those things that some sisters were looking for. You know, more flavor without more salt, or you know, homemade meatloaf, or you know, one sister wanted a Rice Krispie treat with peanut butter. So, you know, different things like that. I tried to make everybody happy at some point or another through the cycles.
If you can.
Yes,
So
there are some
may
that
I-
you just can't, but you know, I try to be flexible.
Excuse me. May I ask what your major responsibilities are?
Well, other than writing menus, mentoring is a big part of my job, and supervising staff, the cooks in particular, trying to teach them, you know, safe ways of producing food, safe techniques for cleaning the kitchen, how to keep themselves safe from injuries. That is a big part of my day. And purchasing, I do a lot. I do all the purchasing for the Maria building, and partly some items for the Madden. I do their produce. So a couple days a week I'm involved in just purchasing.
May I ask what companies you deal with?
Sure. Our main purchasing company is called U.S. Foods. They're a broadliner, which you can get soup to nuts from, pretty much. But we do most of our, you know, our meats, canned items, refrigerated items, freezer items. Then we do a produce company called Lucido's, which we get deliveries twice a week. They have been with Adrian Dominican Sisters for many years. I think last he told me it was 40 years, give or take. His father had the company, and he was instrumental with getting the account. So he's really fair with us, good pricing, fresh produce. So that's where we get our produce. We deal with Gordon Foods Company as a secondary, getting items that we can't get from U.S. Foods We also use a dairy company called Toffs out of Sandusky, who has been with us for a long time, as far as I know.
Are they the ice cream source?
Yeah, they are the ice cream source, yes.
It's excellent
Yes.
ice cream.
They do have really good flavors, interesting ones you never think you'd ever put together, but yes. And we also use nickels for our baked goods, bread, white bread, wheat bread, hamburger buns, hot dog buns, those type of things. So.
Oh, that's a major job there.
Yes,
The
it's,
ordering, yes.
And to keep things new and fresh, you know,
Yes.
it takes some research on my part
Yeah.
to see what's trending, what's new on the market, what, find some interesting things. Like we're doing the Meatless Monday, so that's kind of been a new avenue to investigate a lot of the whole ancient grains. Like many of you have tried the farro dishes. We have the quinoa. We have some red lentils, some 5-grain rice, a lot of new products that have been on the menus here in the last few weeks.
What kind of reaction are you getting from our sisters here in Maria?
Well, actually, surprisingly, very, very good. We have a few naysayers, but on the whole, I think it's been really well received.
Yeah.
A lot of people got that little gutsiness, just diving in and trying it.
Yeah.
So it's been a challenge,
Yes.
because to find recipes that everyone will like
Right.
without the beef or the chicken or pork added. So.
Well, it is a challenge trying a new recipe, especially for those 80 and above.
Because you have your favorites, I
Yeah,
understand.
yes,
You
yeah.
always had meatloaf and mashed potatoes
we
on.
always had chicken.
Yeah,
We
always
always-
had baked chicken. Yeah,
Yes.
now it's jazzed up a
Yeah.
little here and
Yeah.
there just to spice it up a little bit. And
Well, when you look at the day, besides all the walking you do here on campus, thank God for the nice weather, right?
Yeah, I love
you
the
could
weather.
Take the shortcut,
shortcut.
because that's where your office is.
yes, my
in
office is at Madden.
Madden, yes, where our archives used to be.
Oh, really? That's what was
Yes,
there.
yes,
Wow.
Yes, yes.
Yes, well, it's a cute little office. If
Yeah.
it had a few more windows, I'd be all for it.
I
But
know. I know. You'll have to move upstairs
Yes.
for that, but it's handy.
yes, it is. It's right by the kitchen, so I'm
Yeah.
just a scream away, I say.
Right. So when you look, well, first of all, I have to congratulate you for your award-winning recipes. What is what is it, a contest or?
Yes, through our one of our purveyors, they do a convention every year, and the last 2 years it's been in Washington, and they do called a Culinary Creations contest every year, and they pick a category, and then they invite all of the culinary individuals that are members to submit a recipe in that category, and then they prepare it, they judge it, and then they pick the top 10, and then they pick the top 4 out of those 10. And then those are the 4 that get to participate in the contest during that convention.
Oh my.
And then you go, the last 2 years I've got to go and experience it. They have a dinner on Wednesday night during the convention, and all those attending get to vote on the 4 dishes, and whichever they feel is the best is the one that wins.
Oh, and you were a winner.
I was a winner last year.
Yeah.
I took first place, and this year I did not take first place, but that's fine. I still received a trophy. I still got to go and experience it, but I was still in the top 4, so that's okay.
Oh, top 4.
Yes, it's just
Yes.
a lot of fun just to
Oh,
take some time and just let your creativities flow. This year it was a bowl, which is trending very much so. I know we've prepared several next door in the Madden kitchen.
a bowl.
Oh, it's called a bowl. You serve the whole meal in a bowl. Usually has some sort of ancient grain or whole grain, some kind of protein, lots of cooked or fresh vegetables, some sort of garnish, and a sauce to go on it. And I did it was a shrimp with a sesame lime vinaigrette on it, and it contained a 5-grain rice with seared bok choy, fresh Napa cabbage and kale, sauteed bean sprouts with a cashew garnish, and then it had a sesame lime vinaigrette that went on top.
My, does that sound good?
It was very light and refreshing. I mean, it wasn't a real heavy meal.
Can those recipes be adopted by anyone who's present?
Yes.
It becomes free.
If you prefer, you don't like Napa cabbage, you could change it up with something else, whatever. They're interchangeable.
But this convention, can all the people there take your recipe?
Yes, they do publish it in their monthly publication, and other publications. It was published in the Washington Post this last week. We were all interviewed. All four of us that were in the contest were interviewed by a reporter from the Washington Post, and it was posted there. And they're free to use it any which way you like. You can interchange them, I suppose, with other items. But it's a lot of fun.
Great.
It is just a lot of fun.
Yeah. So you're on to your next creation.
Yeah, well, they let us know the category in the fall, so I have a couple months to relax my brain. So when they give us the category, I'm off and running, thinking of things, yes.
Well, coming back to campus. Yes. Are there any sisters that you have come to know and depend on, or seek their advice, or have fun with?
Oh, there are several that I really admire. Sister Maureen, because we share the name. Her and I hit it off very well right off the bat. She's met my daughter, Megan, and...
Sister Maureen Trees?
No, Masingo, is it? Masinga?
Yes. Maureen Trees.
Yes, very sweet lady, just adore her. Sister Ann and Sister Beverly have become important to myself and my daughter. We adopted Sister Beverly's little dog, Daisy. We had her for several months. We kind of fostered her.
Beverly Babola?
Yes, till she passed away. God bless her little soul, Daisy. She was a 15-year-old Yorkie. So we got to bond with them.
And Sister Ann Liam?
Yes, very sweet ladies. And a lot of the sisters, I just adore them. I enjoy interacting with them every day. They always have some good advice or a little joke, or just make you smile when your day is just, oh God, I can't take another step. They just, the smile, and the encouragement is just wonderful.
Do you take turns, you and Susan, going from
our offices?
Your offices.
Not
from
really.
Maria
We each have our own agendas every day, and we just travel where we have to go. Say I'm working on something in my office, and one of the girls at the Maria kitchen may call, say I really need your help. I'm up and running, or vice versa. If the girls at the Madden kitchen find me at Maria, I just stop what I'm doing and run over. So I'm just kind of very mobile.
Well, I know they respect you, and I'm sure that comes along with love.
I think so. Yes, it goes both ways.
And you're a teacher also.
Yes, I do like to share what I've learned over the last 25 years. It does me no good to keep it all to myself. So.
Do you ever go up to the Solarians and do you see how they were operating?
Once in a while. Terry spends a lot of time there, but me, I feel that it's important to make sure the food is going out in the presentation and the way it should, so that they get to enjoy it. And sometimes I do have time to travel up there on the floors to visit, but it's a rare thing, I'm afraid.
Would you mind holding up the instrument you carry with you?
Oh, there you go. It's called an instant read thermometer. It verifies that we're on the right track with the temperatures. Yeah, we want our food to be hot so that the sisters enjoy a nice hot meal.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, if you were pushed or shoved to answer this question, what might it be? What do you love about working here on campus?
I think the sisters. That's a fairly simple answer, really. Just I enjoy the interaction with them every day. If it's a good day, bad day, or whatever, just to see them every day. And we have a large staff, so they always keep me on my toes.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes.
it's just every day is a little bit different. It's not the same cookie cutter day.
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoy that.
And that makes life interesting.
It
And you look forward, hopefully, to coming back the next day.
It does,
So
and I think
please-
that's why the 6 years, almost 6 years, has flown by so fast, because it's just a different challenge every day. I mean, I've worked in some places where you feel like a robot some days. It's the same routine every day. You do the same thing every day, and you know that just kind of wears your spirit down day in and day out. So,
And one last thing, when you're not here and you're not making recipes at home, what do you do to relax?
lay in my chair on the patio.
Do you have a dog?
I have 2 actually, and I have a 15-year-old daughter. So she takes up the time that I'm not laying on the patio.
Is she a happy child?
She is, yes. She's a busy young lady. She plays in the band at her high school. She just, last night was her first time singing with the Sweet Adelines. So she wants to do that every Monday, and they're going to be performing at the Monroe County Fair this year. So she loves to sing. She wants to be in theater, so she's in love with that.
Wonderful.
She volunteers for the Monroe, I think it's the SPCA, which is the animals, make sure there's no cruelty to animals. She volunteers there once a week. And
Aren't you proud of her?
I am very proud of her.
Yes.
She is a wonderful young lady, and I have high hopes for her. And she's wanting to find a job. Though she's 15, she's not having any success. But you know, she's ready to move on and be an adult, I'm afraid, and not my little girl anymore.
Well, someday maybe you can have her treat the sisters with a song or 2.
Maybe, yes. She
Yeah.
will start volunteering actually tomorrow, 2 days a week.
Here?
With Nilda, yes,
Oh.
in resident services. So
Oh.
you'll probably see her on campus.
Oh, my.
So she loves to spend time with the sisters just like I do.
Wonderful.
So,
Well, God
yes.
bless you. And thank you again, not only for being our first chef, but for your beautiful presence among us.
Well, thank you so
You
much.
always seem to have a smile and never look burdened. And so,
that's
I mean, you
good.
cover up really, really well, if that be the case. But you look happy in what
I
you're
am happy,
doing.
yes.
And you have a wonderful supervisor besides.
Oh, Susan, she is a gem, yes.
So
she
that
is.
makes life that much easier.
It does. It
Yes.
does. She bears the burden with you. You know, she shares in it. That helps when you can talk to someone about whatever problems are going on, and can come up with a good solution.
And in our recent Jubilee, I mean, just that experience alone of the extra things that you needed to prepare. Everyone was thrilled with
I'm so
the
happy.
dinner and all. So God bless you. And may we continue to see you
You
with
will.
your smile.
You
Okay.
will.
Beautiful.
I have no intention of going anywhere. So.
Amen.
All right. All right.